I still...
Let's go!
Hey, slow down! That question you... You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately?
Oh. Is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. Alright, let's move on to the next...
Treasure!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best. This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed! If even boss lady says so.
Do I need to give instructions here?
What?
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like...
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became...
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here!
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Told you, nothing can stop me. Cypher, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you, don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss Dean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spot?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong. Replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence.
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akuma. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real...
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing. Those relics were once priceless. But
Aww, hearing that from you. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then?
do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious, what exactly did that nymph...
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once...
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except, I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance...
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread, which isn't that right? Zagreus.
You have a terrifying...
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to... If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days...
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I still walk through fire for Cypher.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked look. Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth I will pay back the amount I owe.
You...
Yes. So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned...
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me.
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and... stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me? How? Right. What's the use?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation. Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them.
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Pressure. Fear. From what I know, objectively, even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find a way to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal, maybe.
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate. So the Holy City Guard almost You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there, because Aglaya is dead. And in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Looks like...
She? Are you talking about the mastermind?
well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is.
They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages.
I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back.
If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Finan is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the Flame Chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission. So, Lord Finan, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far. I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is... If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. Tell us, Lee. Is this blasted? Those guys. But how could they stay calm? This could just be one of her schemes.
Finan, what should we do?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. Hurry back. I won't be merciful this time.
Cartonis? Oh, you're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't...
You, a Glaya, in this form, you...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact...
The thing I entrusted to you.
Far too plain, this vessel is. Not...
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child.
How to say goodbye to everyone.
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say fact. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still...
Selfless until envy that child. There's no need to.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that...
The city is silent. And tension, the news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked. I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be... If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must know something. Let's... Hung came back before us. Don't worry.
The cleaners didn't... Lord Krateros, were you in the city?
Regrettably, no one knows. Eyewitnesses only saw.
It's fine.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City... They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself.
I also don't understand. The ones who appeared in the grove and those who confronted Dan Heng in the abyss didn't immediately resort. They didn't have any reason, nor the...
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead.
Thank you. The baths are empty. Hyacinth.
You're back. I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need... Yes, we witnessed her final moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but declaring her death was the hardest thing I've... Lord Finan, don't push yourself.
It's fine. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. You should rest, Hyacinth.
Okay.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
Snowy. Little Gray.
Lady Treeby.
Snowy, don't. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the flame chase journey. Yet, she...
I know what Aglaya expected of me.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. I think... now.
Finan, my humble student, as I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of... I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But the trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the... He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the good... You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. The divinity in this body might be eternal, But that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness, deliberately, to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akima still has you to guide them. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path. From the very beginning, you are the destined world-bearer of Emporius. Go, complete the flame-chase journey of the prophecy. Ignite the stars. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind. Looking...
Aglaya, how could I possibly... Dalong, please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and urge everyone who has concerns about... Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make... Cartonis, what brings you to Marmoreal? I plan to get everything settled before coming.
How are you holding up? I want better than I expect.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action.
Right. Your assessment is...
Is this it?
Dawnmaker. The day before dawn. Prepare for battle.
Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad swordmaster?
Precise. You imbued it with the power of dawn. I already have. Wield it. May triumph.
Thank you, Cartonis.
Another thing.
What's this?
Stored here. This was her commission.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. In this way, she wanted to...
I understand. Let me keep it. With it. May this world never... But when the world dashed her hopes...
How will the Holy City continue without... Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akima?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at dawn. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers.
I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests. Tore up the strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the Flame Chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaia who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaia, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss
Kevin?
retribution,
Kevin?
and to see justice brought down upon them.
Whoa there, Kevin voice.
But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Finon has a way with words. Oh, all right.
The Flame Chase journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaia dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaia left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing.
It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Was being a selfless person.
That singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it!
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety, your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros? Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastras. Aklaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy. Yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teaching the difference between a presumptuous hero.
Well said.
It's late.
Anything else, even in your imagination? I'm not one to show my...
No worries. I've long understood. Thank you for bringing me here.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Did you forget?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make...
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword?
A bold statement from... See you around. Finding of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date. Mightimos.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey, and it's still not over yet.
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, I've tried so many things. I've found new resolve, and I've let go of some attachment. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cyphra? You...
Seamstress. Does Akuma have any treasure so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after this.
Let me... You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, Seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face. Plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cyphra?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. Or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be... worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cyphra. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaia, I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful, and that everyone is simple and kind. Would that lie become reality if enough people believed in it? Even though it's a lie.
Lies will always be lies, Cyphera, but sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaia has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase, and the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver.
You mean?
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think—
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because—
Ha! Sacred Art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, And you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty. I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence. This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough. I have nothing left to say.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process, since some of you are so eager to speak. Why don't we start with you?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration.
I see. So you want to be a...
I didn't say.
Casterus, you've been giggling for quite some time.
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras. I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes... See. This is why I don't want to follow those outdated Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this...
So it's finally a good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Celiosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Celiosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation. To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny! What are you doing here? You guessed it. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove. Don't worry. I have little Good, Ika. Ah. Right. If all goes as planned... Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden power? Nope. Since we've already met up, why don't you come with... That's the dependable express guard for you. chromocopter is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor. This is the divine object of the Sky People. The Chrome. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chromocopter and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens. Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them. I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing. Now, the next ancestor on the list. Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That makes sense. Bagusa was all. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills... Got it. The vortex of Genesis. But this does... Wait, is Lady Treeby here too?
Oh, I think... Do you have to go already? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some...
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since
you really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone...
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaia in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby.
Well, didn't...
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! that's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphe. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphe cracking jokes?
Anyway, I've got good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let...
Miss Cypher is in such...
Don't worry, she's always... Well, enough about her. It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphe's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing. General Ectra is so different from... Alright, time to head back to the Grove. It went great. Your spirit What's wrong, Danny? You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Come on, Danny. Don't... Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home. We're here. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. That means he hasn't been consumed. We're here to complete an important... There. That... Yes. My grandma, she fought her way through every... I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war. Was Lord Grataros. Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Grataros took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Grataros must have done that to become a better man. You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay, until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder. Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solibus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chryso?
There's Vinan. Let's go talk to him.
I know this is a big ask, Namazumi.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor.
Go then.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, partner. You didn't oversleep this time, did you? Since you're here, make yourself comfortable. You get ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could if the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing. Then you'll be able to return home after their fall. Really? That's the first time I've heard.
She just makes things up. Don't take it too seriously.
Sorry,
Don't worry. Dan Hang mentioned.
You sound a little insincere there, but
That was totally insincere, part.
that would be a problem. Let's leave the emotional good. That bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then? Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victories. The last mile is the hardest.
Hey, speaking of...
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come...
Please defeat the...
Thank you, but I'm not the main attraction.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen...
She's not just the pride of our... While the flame chase, let's extend our gratitude.
Hero!
Warrior from the Outlands!
That praise was hard. The guest.
People of Akama, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila. Today is the year 4932 of the Light Calendar. 1,062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the Flame Chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacinth, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission. Thanks for waiting, Dan Heng. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally... So full of energy, comrades. Ayasan?
Legend tells of the Skyfolk once divided into many tribes. The Sunfolk worshipped the sun. The Rainfolk were devoted to storms. And the Winterfolk waited for signs in the snow. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. Yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that the light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite. For not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge. And I want to use the rainbow bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth. Ancestors, with the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Skyfolk, a land we have not seen for 1,000 years. Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more. Friends, let us soar together.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing experience. It's the legendary Sky Fortress of Aquila. I never imagined that.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization among the heavens. The Eye of Twilight, this must be where the hero Seliosi stood. We are here to end the journey she began. Yes, what we must do will not change, no matter...
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their strategically located, but they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power.
Apparently, the division was between the two most important, and Seliosi's frustration towards the endless strife among her people made her turn her spear. After driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two-winged companions, they all vanished somewhere in the sky, yet she still could not end.
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, but after seeing what happened with Professor Anaxa, as that Titan and that fused hero, been looking down on the world from here for 1,000.
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
Is that it? Stingy chest.
Something's not right. I can kind of feel how big and empty this place...
Maybe it's the Sky City believes that the mural would reflect, to put it in words then. In any case, that really conspicuous to... I have no idea how to turn it on. If only... That's it! I almost...
Got it! We just need to find the scattered memory. Feel the flow. Over there. And over there. Done! There.
I knew you could do it, Memi.
arrogant sunfolk. But Aquila, you that shaped the Sunborn, the Rainfolk will not. May the Eye of Twilight
avoid the pursuit. Aquila doesn't like...
Wow. What an amazingly ordinary find.
The great Ark, the god's choices, may the Eye of Twilight...
Left, is this referring to the It is, as the rumors said.
My guess was right.
No problem at all. There we are.
Wind, in the name of the turn of dawn and awaken.
Stop, foolish! How dare you tamper with
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to but the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the Rainfolk, who you've oppressed!
The land? It is our eternal nemesis. How can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the Skyfolk to victory in the Chrysos War? Your character is as weak as your faith. Go seek out a corner untouched by the sun and weep solitary tears in the shadows. That's all you lot know how to do anyway. Cry in silence.
Then let us show you what we are really made of.
You? What are you? What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise!
What a terrifying memory.
The brutal internal strife is sad to see. It appears the Sky Cities didn't fall to external threats after all.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen, exacting long-standing oppression on other tribes. And the Rainfolk suffering beneath them began resenting the divine, and plotted their retaliation.
No matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist. Having witnessed the actions of Kindness and the Cleaners, it isn't so hard to understand this piece of history. There's nothing but empty silence here. I fear there were no winners.
Hero Seliosi. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? The legends focus on her god-slaying expedition, but are hazy on the fall of the Sky Denizens. Perhaps I can piece together the true face of history here.
One step at a time. Do you remember the verse that Rainfolk sang, Hyacinth? Perhaps that's the key to unlocking the Celestial Mural.
Yes, I already memorized it. Now, shall we try to wake it up? wind, snow. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural!
Golden clouds, blazing radiance. What a breathtaking scene. How chilling. I wonder if Aquila is also watching us. I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Alchemist's light comes from the dawn device shouldered by carefully anyway. That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather on the mural. Ah, there! That circular device. That's a west-winged compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk. Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful. A boiling pool of gold. The mechanical structure is a bit different from the one used in...
Can you handle it, Hyacinth?
This might take a while. Deep breaths, and find the way out. I think this should be right. Look, the ring.
Well done. Now we can... Hey, careful!
Is that a winged?
Looks like a mythical beast. Hyacinth!
I'm not entirely sure.
We can't assume it's friendly.
Legend has it that the hero Celiosi was always flanked by two winged companions. Solibus and Lunibus. They were her steeds and comrades. If they are still alive, they might help us confront Aquila. It disappeared.
An illusion?
How strange. Oh, it's so heavy.
Was that Lunibus's...
If that's really...
We can't be sure... Lunibus? Is that you? Can you hear me? I am the descendant of the hero Celiosi. We have come to complete her mission. That's another one?
Careful! But it's so twisted.
Hyacinth, watch out!
So... Then that corrupted being, did you lead us here so we can... You must have been tormented by pain for so long. Don't be afraid. Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, was once your... Lord Solibus, your body has been completely corroded by the black... Please, keep holding... It must have understood me. It's a creature...
Solobus. The sunlit wings that once accompanied the hero. If this battle can remind... Come on, heroes!
Lord Solobus, please break free from the control of the black tide and return to your senses.
This is double speed. Human creations. Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz. I'll go easy this time. Converge and awaken.
Try harder. Blade of Moonlight.
Yin and yang. Can you find the answer? This is double speed.
In lunar flame.
Solobus.
No need to be surprised. After all, this is a world where even a pink puppy can speak. Oh, I can't believe I'm calling myself that now, too.
Solobus, you're finally awake.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long. Finally, I have been released from the Black Tide's cage. Little girl, are you Celiosi's descendant?
It is me, Lord Solobus. My name is Hyacinthia, and my companions call me Hyacinth.
Hyacinthia, you don't have the scent of her on you.
It's been 1,000 years. Celiosi's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
I know that in order to support the shattered sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan. And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations to one day ascend to the heavens again and reclaim the core flame of Aquila.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth? Girl, you said you're a doctor. You only know how to heal and tend to wounds with such a weak lot in life. How do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
With this long sword, heroic soul. As you can see, we're all Hyacinthia's companions and comrades. You've already witnessed our combined strength.
It's not bad, but still lacking compared to her.
Solobus, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide, while great change has spread over the world. If I'm not mistaken, the god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
We've laid all the other Titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the Flame Chase is the master of this Sky Fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila. Heroic souls. Seliosi initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era, you will all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Confidence and fierceness. Yes, I do indeed see a shadow of her in you.
Aquila's mark flew away?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Well, perhaps our presence stirred memories of the fierce battle from 1,000 years ago.
We learned from past memories that the Sky Titan fears dark clouds. Would you know more about this topic?
What the memo sprite said is true, but you all still need a guide.
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Is Lady Lunabis not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacinth.
Is that it? Stingy chest.
A 1,000 years have passed, and yet this place feels. This is the Hall of the...
So, did the Sky Titan really take the side of the Sunfolk?
Everyone thought so until... Celiosi's spear pierced through Aquila's wrath. Only then did we understand that Aquila wasn't hiding from the clouds and rain, but from the horror that lurked within the unlit shadows.
The Black Tide's threat has forced the Chrysos heirs to complete our flame chase journey, heading toward the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
Chrysos heirs. In our time, that title used to stir up waves of outrage. But you all seem to be revered as heroes.
It's all thanks to those who came before us. Trebios and Aglaia. You must have heard of these two names.
So it was those two who made it to the end.
What does that mean?
Let's not elaborate on unrelated topics. You now know how to activate the celestial globe. So go, and force out the Titan in the mural.
The road got sucked away by the wind fan? Did Aquila do that?
You have nothing to fear. We can use the power of time to rewind it if we have to. device can amplify the power. Why don't you try to change the... Now the prayer should rewind for even longer. Let's try to control the wind's direction with this thing, partner.
The celestial globe is right ahead. Let's go and force Aquila to come out.
The turn of change, Celestial. Celestial shift.
These circuits all seem to be corroded by the black tide. Here's hoping those 2 prophecy tablets can help us out.
Stream 4.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Perhaps there's more than one writing.
Smooth sailing so far. Let's keep going.
Seek, and you will find.
We finally made it. Hopefully, this is enough to fix the celestial globe.
Stream 4. The gleam of old. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural.
still avoiding us. I wonder if it's cowardice, or if they have something up their sleeve.
I fear the Aquila of present has long lost their sanity. But instinct still drives them to flee from the shadows, to evade the Black Tide's encroachment. Do not mistake their behavior for weakness, warrior. I have faced down the tyrant of the sky. It is no hyperbole that their raging fire is capable of melting the firmament. Amphorius's heavens exist because of their authority. It is time to leave this place. Lunavis awaits you at the next stop.
A moment, please, Lord Solibus. I have one more thing I wish to do.
What is it, girl?
To honor the pact with Selioci. Her descendants spent a millennium looking up at the sky. I believe my countless ancestors who lived for that purpose deserve to know the truth behind her legend. If you don't mind us knocking on the gates of the past, maybe I can peek into this place's history.
You are the ones who hold Orynyx's miracle. I have no authority to prevent you from delving into the past.
Memi, Gray, could I please ask you for this favor? I want to show the truth to my ancestors waiting on the other side. If there are falsehoods that seem here, I must figure out the truth.
Hyacinth, the memories surging here are even more intense than at the entrance. I'll gather them up now, and mold them, and mold them. All done!
Thank you, Memi. Everyone, please, witness history with me.
Daughter of Dusk, have you finally gone mad?
I know it! The child with the blood of 2 feuding clans will one day destroy the Sky Castrum!
Will you really point the tip of your spear at our god? Stay in your hand. Your recklessness will only bring divine retribution.
Divine retribution? Those innocent children of the Earth were sentenced to total annihilation by the god above, while they had nothing more than mere curiosity for things that lie beyond the sky. Look at yourselves. You call yourselves the Sunborn, yet you're unable to bear the blinding sunlight. You even consider sunburns and blisters as a gift from the gods. You declare yourselves the Chosen Ones, champions favored by Aquila. Yet you dare not even declare war upon the true threat of this world. Instead, you raise your swords and rattle them at your weaker brethren. You are all beyond saving. My father was also a disciple of the sun, but he taught me resilience and justice and guided me towards the light. He taught me wherever there is light, there is hope. Wretched people. I see no hope left in any of you. Even a shadow has more dignity than you lot.
Even so, Daughter of Dusk. Even so. You should not shatter our faith.
Not just our faith. Aquila forged the sky. Nay, they are the sky itself. If they fall, what will this world turn into?
A prophecy echoes from the horizon's edge. It heralds the advent of a new age. One not ruled by the Titans, but created by mortal heroes. I choose to believe in that prophecy. I must believe in any sign that promises to break the chains imposed on us by the old era. Any sign that will lead us to a new chapter of the world. If you wish to stop me from slaying the god, you'd better muster your courage and draw your bows. Let's see if I will be pierced by a hail of arrows first, or if you will be burned to ash by Solibus!
How can we even fight you? You're the powerful Day Thunder Knight, a warrior goddess capable of trampling all lands.
I am not a god, but the only mortal in this cage who is brave enough to defy the Warden. See, you are all truly weak beyond measure. The hunting ground beckons. Come, Solibus!
The hero Celiosi, disillusioned by the Sun Folk's deeds, decided to sever the source of it all. The god they so blindly placed their faith in.
She was brimming with compassion at that time. Her words were bursting with anger, but her heart had nothing but mercy for the children of humanity.
At that time...
We should get going, Hyacinthia. Lunibus is waiting for you all. Aquila has fled to the other end of the fortress. Let's chase after them. Lunibus will lead the way.
Lady Lunibus, we're here!
Aquila. Even though they still maintain a connection with the...
You think to hinder us, and then we will make you understand.
A little more heat. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Again? I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Don't stop. Follow it to the Titan. Even if plunged into madness, Aquila is still the Sky Titan. We mustn't let our guard down.
Heroes, over here! Let's keep going, and aim for the next west rim compass.
Look! The rainbow... Let's hurry on!
Miss Heisen, how are you so certain that you could free Solus from suffering?
My apologies, Lady Lunabis. I was not all that certain. But if even the healer loses hope, then how will the patients repossess their hope for life?
What a kind answer.
It said the black tide is a calamity from beyond the sky. If that's true, the sky's defenses would naturally be the first to be breached.
Don't forget.
Now, I shall lead you into the Rain Folks' Hall.
Legend has it Celiosi's father was a Sunfolk warrior who spent his years fighting and rarely returned to the Eye of Twilight. Her childhood was mostly spent beside her mother, a Rainfolk priest.
Correct. That was true. It was also during her formative years that the conflict between the two tribes began intensifying. The Rainfolk feared the other half of Celiosi's bloodline, and never truly saw her as one of their own. Yet she bore no hatred for her people, and still grew into a passionate young lady. Until people discovered golden blood ran through her veins. That was the final straw that turned disdain into terror.
What? But the epics said Celiosi left to live in solitude, so she could train her spirit and hone her martial skills. I never would have imagined that she was cast out of her tribe for her lineage and her golden blood.
Even so, she did not despair. She met Solibus and me while she was living alone. We hunted, spent our days together, and forged an alliance. I think that oath, stronger than fate itself, kept Solibus and me here to watch over this abandoned fortress.
Despite experiencing betrayal and exile at the hands of her own people, she was still willing to set out on the path to slay the gods for them. Was Celiosi's love for humanity truly so boundless and unconditional?
Little Ika, why did you run out on your own?
This little one.
You're saying you smell a familiar scent on Lady Lunabis?
They look completely different, but little Ika should also be a winged beast, right? Could it be?
Truly, a miracle of fate. Perhaps we did leave something behind for this world. Celiosi.
Lady Lunabis? Is little Ika your...
Please press on, flame-chasing heroes. I can sense it. The rain...
Where did the Skyfolk go after Celiosi challenged the god?
Just like the countless tribes throughout history, they were drowned in the dark clouds of time.
Aquila, they are indeed here.
The celestial globe is right ahead. But there are black tide creatures guarding it.
Looks like we can't. It's another one of those devices.
Before it was consumed, no healer can heal, granting it a dignified end.
More season.
Again.
It's just a twin of us. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Rest now, Titankin.
The celestial globe looks complete, but it still won't start. Is there something wrong internally? Hard drives?
Your intuition has always been good. Let's look around and see if there are... That didn't take much effort.
Lady Lunabis, if it's not...
It's you all who have to do the work. I've wandered around here for 1,000 years. Furthermore, I would like to have a moment alone. Your parent... That is what...
Certainly pretty crude and simple. All good. Let's keep going. As expected, Grady is getting more and more skilled at handling the hand of Zagreus. Let's go. We should return and check on the celestial globe. of dawn blot out the blazing...
Aquila has left.
We've already changed 2 scenes on the...
In the direction that the denizens of the sky have... A curse that I can't verify the truth of this.
Regardless, before we press on, partner, ma'am, let's unveil the hit.
Okay. Flowing recollection.
Oh, daughter of...
Follow the trail. Sorry, little one.
Why keep such good things so hidden?
Zeliosi is such a mighty hero. Yet her partner, who must have walked with her to pass on her bloodline, was completely unrecorded in legend. Was he also a warrior? Or perhaps...
You will soon have your answer, Miss Hyacinth.
Lord Solibus is waiting for us.
This should be spent wisely.
They soared toward the mural's dome.
I remember too, Solibus.
What exactly happened there?
At the celestial mural's dome, we dealt Aquila a fatal blow. The sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame.
The moonlit plume sealed the divine body.
The battered hero of the sky pierced the last monstrous eye. It seems that the legend describing the decisive battle was true.
But some things cannot be recorded. They were only witnessed by us.
Would you mind?
After Aquila's defeat, the people who watched,
Old and young, adult.
our victory brought no change when they realized that their centuries old.
They regressed.
This doesn't prevent Aquila from using the sky of Amphorius.
Legends and epics have always erased the cruelty.
It will be a harsh truth.
I am ready, no matter what I'm and
Since you've made your... I've called forth the rainbow.
They're desperately struggling to block our path.
this hurdle is trivial compared to the end. I'll restore the bridge every time, no matter.
She never stopped dreaming of. He's just one step away.
honored ones.
Talent.
Those sound like essential traits.
She is...
Continue forward along the Rainbow Bridge.
A god slayer can tell the state of their prey by its sounds. The god's part, I sense resentment, terror. But as for her, I cannot sense anything.
Already seems aware of their fate.
We won't make them wait for too long. A Titan shall get Dawnmaker to have its first taste of blood.
That sword you wield, it seems familiar.
Are you sure about that? This is only recently forged.
Perhaps.
Is this the dome of...
Exactly. Employ...
Hyacinthia, we will heed your wishes.
My wishes?
It's been 1,000 years.
Our pact requires us to await the return of the Sky Folk to their ancestors. We will carry out your will, Miss Hyacinth.
But first, we shall reveal the whole... We will reveal all that befell the Skyfolk.
As...
Be careful. There are multiple threats. Soldiers tainted by the Black Tide.
Perhaps they are protecting the...
Aside from the descent...
I'm increasingly intrigued by what happened next. Let's deal with these fallen guards first. Embark on this final lesson in history. Dawnmaker feels lighter and lighter in my hands. I feel that I can do more than just cut down evil with this blade. With golden flames, I can forge a new dawn!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
This is double speed.
Get there!
On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You have fulfilled your duty, guards.
God of the Sky, we are here. You're Lady Seliosi. Do you still have your humanity after merging with the Titan? Now.
I can feel the memories here churning. It's as if countless emotions have lingered through the age. The wandering memories like ghosts.
Are you ready, Hyacinth?
Yes.
The true history bear...
Go to the Celeste, the forgotten past. Reveal its truth. Reveal its...
The sequence of historical events.
The turn of dawn and dusk. Embrace the cloud.
Look who we've caught.
Seliosi's victory couldn't change her people. Some Skyfolk revered her as a new goddess. The simple vision...
Seliosi possessed the strength to slay gods. Yet, She failed to sever the cycle of karma, rooted deep.
The turn of dawn. Drive out the gods.
How?
The oppressed old Seliosi.
You'll know very soon.
Her unconditional tolerance was met with ruthless betrayal. Her deep love for humanity.
The turn of dawn. Reveal the history.
Now you have nowhere to hide, Titan.
Look, everyone! Over there!
Are those Lady Lu?
Yes.
Seliosi gave up on the children of humanity, and then she chose to merge with Aquila, casting aside once and for all the humanity. This was the path she chose. Then whose wish have my ancestors?
The final fragment, just as Seliosi once did.
Seliosi had the truth was so great. Will you stand by?
Great Celios, I've never
The top.
It's time to...
Wait! Please! Let me speak. Look! Can you...
She isn't lying. Seliosi, what will you do with one of your own?
A Chrysos heir. You are no different from the... You were once one of the Sunborn. Did you ever...
Did
you abandon your old faith and made me your... Did you offer your help when your comrades... When the prophecy of Genesis reached all beings, calling the Chrysos, did you overcome your inner... Look, Chrysos heir. My judgment is just. Oh...
Wait! Lady Seliosi, please, your divinity indeed casts our mediocrity in a harsh and unflattering light. Yet, despite everything, because beyond our flaws, even if it means risking everything I have, and everything I have yet...
To admit your weakness is...
You say you're willing to risk Tell me. What kind...
It's simple. Should you grant me a chance at life, I will ensure... Should the prophecy of deliverance we've heard, then my descendants will return here one day to prove to you that even the flawed and imperfect...
Release her. So from now on, she and her descendants, when that time comes.
The truth of the legend. Yes.
Am I the descendant of that our lineage? Wasn't from the hero, but from a nameless Chrysos heir who begged for mercy. My whole clan's fragile, mortal life simply spared on Celiosi's...
She turned her back on humanity and embraced divinity.
Lord Sobus, tell me, did you wait for 1,000 years at the...
Time alters everything. Once upon a time, we had not yet learned to read the complexities of human...
Her words were everything to us. It wasn't...
During our resistance against the Black Tide, we watched over the Earth, observing the progress of the unity and hope, Celia.
We've changed, young Hyacinthia. Our watch. It's about waiting for the return of the light.
Seliosi. I want to tell you this. Doesn't matter if you can hear me or not. I want you to know that I am glad to be born as the child of a nameless and ordinary mortal. Only then can I prove to you that tenacious hope, buried in the deepest part of the human soul, has not been lost to time. It's just waiting to heal and grow, and then it will shine once more. Even the most cowardly individual harbors a seed within. Perhaps in your era, the light on the horizon was too dim for it to sprout. But do you see it now? 1,000 years later, the path you forged is now walked by many brilliant heroes. They love the people of this world, unreservedly, willing to sacrifice themselves to shine a light upon the children of humanity. The light they leave behind will inspire the seeds within people to sprout, grow, and thrive, nurturing them every step of the way, until the barren land is reborn as a thriving forest, growing endlessly, and one day, reaching for the sky, that twilight, still capable of being healed.
History has proven once again, the Flame Chase journey itself is a miracle. It began with a whitewashed lie, but it laid down a path. Seliosi, we have honored the promise made by that nameless Chrysos heir, and returned here. We all mortals are capable of change. Our people forging through... Hyacinth.
Yes, Solibus?
We are here, Hyacinthia.
We are here, Miss Hyacinth.
Give me your strength. I've made my decision, and we stand resolved. For all that mortals have built, I will follow the guidance of the prophecy and claim the core of the children of humanity have returned from the earth, and we will challenge the skies once again. This time, I will not be overwhelmed by the darkness of humanity. Face us, Avatar of Sky!
Does this weather please you, Titan incarnate? Indulge in this, and taste the fiery blaze of Dawnmaker!
If you could still hear my voice, Lady Seliosi! Behold, the strength of those who pledge to save the world! Humanity's tenacity is beyond your imagination. Let's protect all of us together!
I can't thank you enough. Serenity is before me.
Root here. Embrace a new life. With the will of the Blink triumph over the gods, we take back the sky! I can't They want to turn this place to scorched earth!
watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Life is not returned to dust.
Down the full sun!
I heard the call. Serenity is before me.
As you wish. Let's finish this! Slice off their wings!
You too will be cleansed with gold!
Quick, behind me!
Stand firm! It's a long way down. Let's end them before we crash into the pool of gold!
With the will triumph over the gods, we take back the sky!
Embrace a new life.
It's coming! Hiding the west wind! Away we go! Protect life! You right, you!
I doubt farewell.
Please, darkness with me.
Mortal, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Storm clouds are gathering.
Are you ready to sever the lightning?
Protect life!
I can't thank you enough.
With the will triumph over the gods, we take back the sky!
I can't thank you.
Thunder and lightning are the cries of their fury! Is it coming? Hiding the west wind! Away we go!
May death protect us!
There is another world waiting to be saved. We have no intention of dying here with you! Titan! Melted to nothing!
A glider.
Are you still protecting us?
Is it Seliosi condemned humanity, casting them into the pool of gold?
Take that core flame with you, Hyacinth. Or...
Core flame of the sky. Come. It's a strange feeling. It's so warm. Holding it in my hand, it feels like the winds of this world might turn for me.
I understand how you feel. This platform is on the brink of collapse. Who knows how much longer it can hold? Look, over there. No idea, but we have to take a gamble. If the prayer can rewind the shattered platform, then we might... And also retrieve Aglaya's amulet. We can't delay any longer. Everyone... We're out of time. We have...
Lift the curtain of memory
and stir up ripples of past reverie. This is bad. The prayer's power. No!
Come on. We have to get out of here.
I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold. From here on, Finan, you shall embark on a light fades. One day you will, but to return the dawn
to this world. It's right in front of us. This way! Behind! That door leads out. There's got to be a path!
It worked. Let's go.
Finan, Aglaya is...
I know. No. Close to achieving the miracle. As long as we can make it out of here. Watch out! Everything is collapsing, and a misstep could lead to a fall.
Door's frame is coming down!
Partner, give us a hand! You do have a knack for saving the world. Stay close to them! Don't fall behind! Hyacinth, Where are those winged beasts?
I'm trying to locate them. We could use their wings to escape if they were still here.
We'll have to rely on our feet for now. We're not safe yet.
It's getting even more unstable. Make sure you can...
We're almost there.
A West Wing compass. Oh. We're out of time. It worked!
We all have something worth living for. And we all want to see Akima's second dawn.
Wait. What was that sound?
Everyone, once the platform stops, we make a break for the exit. Don't hesitate. Not even for a second. Everyone, hold on tight! No time for speculate. Run!
The Titan. Their core flame has already... Could this be Seliosi?
That twisted form. Did the Black Tide bring me back to life?
The core flame has been taken, yet they still move. Lady Seliosi, is that you? Hope will not end here. Return to this world.
I shall remember this one.
Heard the call.
Down, farewell.
Root here.
Wonderful. We meet again. Underestimating us a costume. Delivering more.
With this gentle...
Awaken, Lady Seliosi.
I can't think.
Embrace a new life.
Time to West Wind. Away we go!
Ready as before. This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
Return to dust. May death protect us!
Hear it! The echo of the apocalypse! Stop, Lady Seliosi! That fourth return!
We like you.
Please cherish this as you wish.
Down, farewell.
Life is built here. Embrace a new life.
It hurts a bit. The core flame will heal. That fourth return! With this gentle...
Awaken, Lady Seliosi.
I shall remember.
bring light to these dark times!
With just a glimmer of light, I'll be able to pierce through the clouds.
Use mine, Hyacinth. I am the one who bears the world. I am the blazing sun destined to rise!
More flame! Bestow upon us the healing rainbow!
Oh!
Before me.
Dead souls, return to... Hero of the sky, awaken! I only wish that death may protect us.
Mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
I grant you this, as you wish. Hero, witness the children of humanity. Return once to this world.
The first and only god that Dawnmaker will slay is you!
Heroes, help us! Hero of the sky, witness the will of humanity!
Geek cinema.
Children of humanity, you have overturned the judgment I once cast in disillusionment. Beginning with a lie disguised as a heroic legend, passed down for millennia. A grand epic of creation has been written. You are worthy of a new dawn.
Seriously, where did they hide that thing? Trash. I finally found it! It must be this. The gem of all worlds. I can already catch the sweet scent. I've been lurking in the priestly court for over half a year. Good thing persists. Atticus. That name rings a bell. Oh! Now.
That is...
Old... Chaplain. It's me. I'm...
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no need to thank me, Master.
This old man is way sicker than I thought. Looks like the...
Atticus... There's one last...
One last thing. Wait. Is he hiding? Calm down, Cypher.
Stay strong, Chaplain. Keep your... If there's anything important you need to say...
It's so disgraceful that it fell...
What? The fate of the city's people.
The omniscient Sky Father carefully... before they fell... It... announced...
the prophecy of Genesis.
The eternal night is looming. But over the next 300 years...
Mm-hmm. The Dawn device, the mirror... Wait, did he just say...
I lacked the courage to carve... Atticus, will you share? Atticus...
Rest easy, Master.
Is that right, seamstress? Everyone in this world assumed my moment to be a hero. And that was my stint as a priest at Dawncloud. These are secrets that must remain undisclosed. I've never You should feel incredible. Unfortunately. But... that's beside the point. Getting to spill the secret I've been holding in for 1,000 years. Honestly, I merely staged a slip-up for you to witness the switch of the core flame. Who'd have thought you'd follow me all the way? That deliverer kid was spot on. You rejects. Son. What's going on? Your leader Kindness isn't here. Such a hassle. Well, for everyone's safety, I might as well check. This dagger's got a nut. Wow. By such a pity. In your next life, let me take a look at what... Appearances can be It's amazing what the seamstress can do with her as for using divine powers. Who came up with this uniform? Back in the days when I was doing honest work for the Gold Weaver. Oh. A paper note. All right. No trace of Kindness. Well, I've done everything I could. Now. The noise came from above. It looks like the deliverer is impressive, no doubt. I've crossed paths with them before. With the core flame of Aquila taken, the flame chase journey is down to its... They're already here. Barely gave me a moment to catch... All right, then. You made it. I've been waiting for you. Black-clad sword master, the Flame Reaver, whatever your name is. Look at you, sniffing around like a starving hyena. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Or maybe you're just too dense to understand plain speech.
Throne of worlds. Core flame must take back.
You sad little thing. I've got you all figured out. Let me guess. You've been eyeing these last two core flames all along. No wings, no allies. Oh, what a pity. Even with Aquila's core flame sitting idly in the sky, you're helpless to reach it. All you can do is sit and wait for the Chrysos heirs to bring it down, then swoop in like a brute to snatch it for yourself. Isn't that so? Struck a nerve, have I? I've seen you lingering on a cliff more than once, staring hopelessly at the sky. Pathetic. But hey, I'm feeling generous today. I've got a surprise just for you. That's right, I have Kefali's core flame. But if you think you can snatch it from my claws, you'll have to catch me. Fun fact, Dolos cats aren't just quick on their feet. They've got the stamina to match. Cat and mouse time! How did you get ahead of me? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't swing that thing! You're after Kefali's core flame, aren't you? Fine! Take it! Look, since we've got the same taste in fashion, all black and... That's the spirit! You really are a brainless mutt, aren't you? Woof, woof. Come on! Come on! You're not gonna let a little setback like a lost bone stop you, are you? Well, look at that. They actually caught up with me. No one's ever managed that before. It's been a while since I've had a chase this good. Don't quit on me now. I'm just getting into the groove. You sure stumble over your words, but you've got some speed on you. I'm going to speed up. Don't get left behind. Just in time to take a break. Don't tell me they might all... What? Still not? Oh well, I guess I'll just...
Wait around a little longer for you. Styxia, you're stunning. Oh, look who it is. The Flame Re. First time. Wait, no, not the first time meeting you. They say I'm destined to return Kefali's... But hey, fairness is my thing. Boring. I was hoping you...
Stupid mutt! Fooled by the same trick twice! Not as fun as I'd hoped. I guess a brainless brute is... I seriously can't shake them off, huh? They're not going to back off anytime soon. Guess I'll just have to lead it somewhere hot.
Cyphera, do you still plan to go to Dawncloud?
I've made up my mind. Don't...
Is it for the...
Does it even matter? You'll never guess whether I'm lying.
You're still wearing those golden... I hope you're not running from someone the next time you wear them.
Glaya, Did you see that? No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore. Deliverer, you better thank me. Every leisurely second you enjoy was fought for by yours truly. You just don't know when to quit, do you? Fate? I always thought only privileged city dwellers like to toss that word around. As if they couldn't get by without using it as an excuse.
Cycles can't be.
Cycles. Fate! Give me a break! Everyone has to walk their path. Those who cling to gods and prophecies end up as hollow shells of themselves. Back then, I was nothing but a scoundrel. A cheat, clawing and scrambling just to survive in this messed up world. If I'd given up and played along, this place would have been nothing more than a lifeless wasteland by now.
It has to be.
My bad. Why bother offering wisdom to a mad dog who wouldn't understand it anyway? Do you know why I dragged you here, mutt? Word is, you've tangled with that golden-haired lion before. Looks like there's no getting away from you. And hey, how about we spice things up with a bit of competition? As a fellow heir to the divine authority of Calamity, I've been a demigod for 1,000 years longer than the little long now. Let me see if you're worth your title, Flame Reaver. I've been around for over 1,000 years, and I've never met anyone who can match my speed. Until now. But speed isn't my only trick. Today, you're getting the full performance. Treasure! Come to me. This cat will take it all. You can't run! Yeah! Treasure! Come to me! This cat will pick it up.
Torment in this world is a fallen. Return to the great dream.
Thinking of taking advantage of me, are you? Treasure! Come to me! Found me! With enough believers, lies become reality! Gotcha!
Return to the great dream.
This I can summon as many clones as I need. You can't run! Good dog! Is that all you got? I guess your sword skills aren't as impressive as I thought. Come to me! With enough believers, lies become reality! Yes! I'll take it on. Found me. Come to me!
Return to the great dream. Unchanging resistance is futile.
I've played with you long enough. Time to retreat! the same trick 3 times in a row. Victory is mine, fiend.
To all citizens first, but citizens do not... And that, they said, the eternal night...
Skyfather!
Citizens, our mission, the light of the...
The prop was quite literal after all. Atticus, I stole your identity. But I owe more than just an apology. There's also you. Aggie. Back then, you see, you were so... my fragile eyes. Your weave shop. To be scolded by you and Treeby. I'm sorry. In the end, I overestimated myself. But at least there's one thing I did accomplish. Kephalie's core flame is not here. It's safe. It's safe now. Even if I'm nothing more than a thief, at least I did something for the flame chase. Aggie. Aggie, can you hear me? Say something. Anything. Anything. Please. You are the unsung hero of Emporia, Cypher. You saved us all. And in exchange, you earned humanity. If there were a lie so brilliant that it could fool everyone, wouldn't it simply become the truth? Lies will always be lies, Cyphera. But sometimes, they can be more noble than the truth.
core flame in my hand. It's trembling, Lord Finan. In Amphorius's mythology...
Why bring this up now? Let's...
Lord Finan?
Yes. Nearly every mythologist agrees Aquila gifted the Dawn device to Kefali.
Everyone, calm. The core flame in my hand trembles, but it burns through immense energy, just to leave me with one message.
If the core flame's message is true, darkness will consume the holy city in an instant.
Finan. While Hyacinth was speaking, countless dreams, there are so many, so heavy. Birds, nymphs, people.
Could this be because of the Titan's fall?
There's no time to dwell on it, everyone. You must return and invoke Denny. You're still carrying the goose's spirit. No. Let's have return the core flame of Aquila. I'll remain in the sky and cast... That might not be possible. The entrance and an entrance created this way. Danny, it still feels unreal. Good move and perfect. The Astral Express, March 7th, the one you always mention. I can almost see the three of you. Of course I do. As a healer from the Twilight, the world I love is... Goodbye, everyone. Please, become the... I'll guard them. Miss Hyacinth. Yes. What about this new... Believe in yourself, Clement. The patients trust you.
Miss Clementine's...
Thank you, Lady Tree. I just... Honestly, I've just learned how to it's hard to... Well...
Wait, you're part of...
Look at the flame. I was... So I've... Lady Treebeak.
The answer's Cindy one. Don't you think she would have...
I may not have Lady... Thank you. I had a sudden thought. I've always been at the... I don't...
It's easy. Oh, Majesty.
Oh, Majesty.
Pillars
of the world.
We seek
your divinity.
To mend the rifts that fill our bodies till we wither and surrender the core.
Lord Solibus, the mission of the Skyfolk has been complete.
We thank you.
Even though we...
Please, don't Sakamize on honored ones.
I think you've already... What do you think? The Skyfolk...
Lady Selig, I see.
The darkness. I failed to recognize...
Of those present, that's why I cannot... The spirits of my ancestors resonated with... At least there is one thing, the courage.
You were the spark.
An age where... An age. Perhaps now...
Even with the Titans, trust me, with the thankfully cast down. Professor Anaxa, in the end. But even so, I still achieved my dream.
Hyacinthia. Akima's dawn has come to an end. Why is this happening? Treeby would have made sure to warn us if there were any mention. Even if Hyacinth takes the divine authority of the Black Tide, all we can do is hope she can protect.
Is this...
Don't give up.
Never seen anything like this before. We can't delay any longer. I'm confident that Miss Cypher will do everything. The transport platform's route is blocked by rubble. Partner, help buy us some time. Good job. Now we can get off the mountain. Black-tide creature. At Dawn Cloud. Oh, no. The people in the city. We must find out where they've reached the city from. Tribby, please hold on till we get back. Anyone who dares stand in our way will get a taste of Dawnmaker's edge.
Seek, and you will find. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Over there! We must retrieve it. Right. Worst case scenario, if the end is indeed upon us, we no longer have time to investigate the truth behind the miracle. Apologies, Aglaia. But I'm afraid there's no room. Her will to heal the world is so strong. We'll definitely sense it if she's succeeded.
Stream 4.
Lean bold blades. Seek, and you will find.
Oh, Skyfather, they are so... this blood red.
Kindness.
Huh. Why don't you join me? Cast your eyes on this...
Danheng is right. My sword to a cornered door only then.
Kefali's core...
She's gone completely for the longest time. Kefali's core flame. No. Professor Anaxa taught me more. During his time at Dawn, I still remember the words he used. All-knowing Father who cast down the Titan. It worked. One step left.
Stream forth. Gleam of old dreams.
Take the core flame. Dunhung, can you use this? Is this also a result of the Black Tide?
You all thought. If the core flame was never you all think.
Calm down.
I'll do my job. Need to make sure you don't die before you pay.
There's no need to worry about the core flame's where.
No need to worry.
Before setting off to defeat Aquila, if the core flame isn't here, that means she must have done something. We just have to focus on getting to the vortex of Genesis. Friends, we have no choice. If the nearest ritual, if she doesn't show up, we will keep going. 3, 4, 5,000 until she shows up in... But before that, we must
More seasoning. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Again. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
A little more heat.
Time for a buzz.
This is double speed.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a buzz.
This is double speed.
Again. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Get them!
Destined for oblivion.
Pick on some fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
This is double speed.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Time for a buzz.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
It's done. She may not have sought sympathy as a cleaner. Let's go.
Everyone, can we run faster?
Stream forth. Gleam of old flames.
Everyone, look! Behind
end. I agree. I've been waiting for a chance to, but not now. If we take the fight here, then lose. Come on. We have to keep running. And never...
Stream forth, gleam of old blood. Seek, and you will find.
More heat.
Again. This is double speed. Time for a buzz.
Thank you for your
Another
generosity.
still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Another blood debt repaid. Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
They will catch up to us sooner or later. Keep running. Don't stop.
What? Clones, illusions.
The sky, this world.
What are they talking?
The end you seek is also the miracle of Genesis. If so, you should be standing alongside the Chrysos heirs. Why do you hinder us, Flame Reaper?
Trust has been lost.
If words won't work, then we shoulder the fates in fury.
Leave this to casters and me.
Over here!
Go!
It's too early to relax. The Flame Reaver is a master in the art of... I never thought I would leave him alone on the battlefield twice.
Protect us.
The Black Tide creatures are threatening the people. We can't just stand by and watch. That rainbow barrier.
Better to make no move. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again?
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Since you're already here, Why not have a meal before you leave?
On the still waters of oblivion, I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Everyone,
Thank you, Lord Fa-
it is someone else. This energy feels... Citizens, please, do not...
Miss Hyacinth, we understand.
But even if there's no the people in the market must also be... Cortonis! Quick! Let's go check on him! Cortonis! You shouldn't be on the front line at your age, Grand Craftsman.
Organizing descended from the sky, the rainbow barrier.
I fear this is it.
Go. One more thing waiting at the carefully scrolled.
Trinan.
Urgent. The sick died. I should have. But why not leave?
You've been forging nothing. Farewell. Let us depart.
For battle. These hands were not meant, but if to protect the holy city's future to the final.
Cortonis said that Trinan had news of the Corfin. As expected, Miss Cipher did not fail her mission.
These buildings, I can feel it. I'm not sure. The textures of memories.
There are no citizens trapped here, nor... Let's head downstairs.
To us? Don't tell me that Mighty...
Danhang.
You better keep your word, Danhang. You cannot die here.
This power.
Follow me.
Lord, finally.
Even in such desperate times,
Fine on.
The Flame Reaver is until I complete the core flame ritual. Understood, Namazani. Though...
Leave this to us, Lord
All right. As for the two Trailblazers... my apologies. I prepared for the worst before the fight against Aquila. Even if, as long as we defeated... Yes. I know, friend. Danheng told me many stories about the adventures of the Nameless. The first story taught me that the fate, because that's your... In the second story, Danheng told me about the few Nameless who, after hearing those, I won't let your journey, and the prophecy is always before stepping into a...
Please, don't...
Lady Trine and Century Gate...
I'm sorry for making... Every one of us, then use your choice to open regardless. Danheng is still holding. One day, I hope... the spirit water last. Come.
Snowy.
Trinin! I thought you'd be waiting at the vortex of...
When Akama's...
You've all Cavali's core flame.
Yes. Little Syphie protected the core flame wet Bartolos. You can come on out. I don't have to pretend to be
Bartolos?
Hey, you better what is currently level...
This certainly was.
Huh? Bartolos. Snowy still doesn't... you're right. That girl Cyphera spun a grand... She tricked all of you into believing that giant ball on Kef... Not just that. Hey, you...
So for the last 1,000 years, what maintained Akuma's eternal day, but now...
Well, you didn't guess wrong. Cyphera.
But you just said you, Zagreus, relied on...
Guess you're not as smart as I thought. And this core flame in my belly is a...
So, you're... going to hand...
Just so. How about it?
Why? In the myths, Zagreus...
Hey, stop. Let me assume this... But this is a... Take the core flame with... Remember this? It was the divine power.
Strife. So those signs deemed as harbingers of calamity.
With this, the spirit water and all, but...
Farewells. I've almost grown numb to them at this point.
Snowy...
Don't worry, Trina. I'm no longer the empty. For every companion, I lost my home village, but you... Now that this home is also... I hope that...
Snowy. Indeed. Because... And all of us... All shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is destiny.
Become the dawn. Deliver.
Burning skies, shattered statues, corpses strewn everywhere. To be honest, I was initially skeptical. Screwy.
If that's the case, Herta, do you now have enough reason to believe my conjecture about the true nature?
Let's not expand on that topic just yet. That Intellitron, Lygus, was it? He's not completely dead. That was...
I must admit, even if both of us worked together, it wouldn't be as... For now, we can only observe...
I knew we should have brought Stephen along. No wonder the Garden of Recollection wants to work with the Astral Express. Without the power of the Trailblaze, it'd be impossible to unearth this place's secrets. But in the end, the garden emerged unscathed. That big guy over there, the black ball spewing meteors, You think it's got anything to do with the...
Alas, without sufficient computational power in the stream projection, I am unable to add a suggestion. The immediate priority now is to find the whereabouts of the...
All right. Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing memo keeper told me that the frozen...
If time allows, I will also... Herta, do you hear that? A conclusion. In moments when a...
Of course I know... Yet... is an emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
This is what the world look.
What are you doing here? Answer my question, Lycus.
Ah, another hero has arrived at the Vortex. I can no longer remember how many times this has happened. The author of each epic, as the prophecy has foretold, stays their pen at this point. Just like each cycle of the extrapolation, in accordance to their primordial design, ends here. No need to panic, Lord Farnon. I stepped into this space purely for one purpose: to witness the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
You've never expressed interest in the Flame Chase journey. When my companions and I ran, bled, and sacrificed for the core flames, you never so much as lifted a finger. An indifferent observer. An anti-Catheran who's neutral till the end. Why would you suddenly express concern for the Chrysos Heir's mission?
When that lone swordmaster left everything behind, plunging into a sea of madness, I was on the shore, listening. When that mighty lord shed his armor, filling the crevices of the earth with his iron bones, I was on the mountaintop, gazing down. Across 1,000 years of the Flame Chase journey, I have witnessed the ardor, resolve, division, and unity of the Chrysos heirs with mine own eyes. Just as you were all born to shoulder the guidance of the prophecy, I too have bathed in the gaze of distant stars, have seen the deepest, darkest of destinies. I will become the most loyal reader of the epics, a spectator voraciously consuming the valorous deeds of you heroes.
Gaze of distant stars.
One day you will understand, but not now. At this moment, please disregard this observer and finish what you must, Lord Farnon.
I once believed that as long as I chased the flames relentlessly, the fog before me would clear, and fate would reveal its truest form. But along the way, they, all who passed, never once received the
I have perceived, outside... But you, Lord Farnon, will bury the old world.
It doesn't matter. This cruel flame chase journey has made me abandon my... If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, then usher in the first...
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Yet this time, will an epic with endless cycles...
Is it you?
Turn a new page.
Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.